In a galaxy far, far away, there's a white lightsaber wielding Jedi who follows her own rules, and you'll be sure to remember her name.
Ahsoka. My name is Ahsoka Tano.
Why did you come here?
Ahsoka Tano is a name you might hear echoing around the galaxy. She's a former Jedi Padawan, current Master level warrior, and the soon-to-be star of her very own miniseries. The upcoming Mandalorian spin-off sees Tano investigating a looming threat to the galaxy, and only time will tell whether something from her past will spring to the scene. Besides taking place in the same time frame as The Mandalorian, Ahsoka will also serve as a direct sequel to 2014 Star Wars Rebels. It's hardly surprising that the concept took off, as Ahsoka's ever-increasing popularity was further bolstered by her live-action debut in The Mandalorian's second season. Of course, it's only natural that we show the same respect to this beloved Jedi by uncovering some trivia about her and the adaptations that surround her. Without further ado, let's dive in. Kicking things off, those of you who've closely followed the side storylines covering the initial period of the Galactic Empire's rise may remember Thanos' undercover name during her time in hiding. It was Ashla, which also happens to be one of Ahsoka's first conceptual names during the production of the Clone Wars series. Ashla itself also has other meanings in the Star Wars universe, as it happens to be the Lasat word for the Force and is used to refer to the light side of the Force in some instances. In addition to this, it's even the name of a moon of the planet Titan. The former is quite fitting when you consider Ahsoka's whole character arc and her progress in recognizing the true goodness in others beneath the black and white morality of her world. As for the name we ended up getting, she was named after a prominent figure from history, Ashoka the Great, an Indian emperor whose rule took place around 263 BCE. This emperor had a significant impact on the propagation of Buddhism within the Mauryan Empire, and the edicts of Ashoka comprise ancient texts wherein he addressed various social and religious challenges prevalent in our past societies. That last part is pretty fitting, isn't it?
And what? Defend the Council's actions? I hardly think I'm the best person.
While we still don't fully know to what extent the series will coincide with the novel of the same name, we do know that it's going to follow events that are closer to the Mandalorian timeframe-wise. Nevertheless, it will be interesting to possibly see a glimpse of Ahsoka's more romantic side. For those unfamiliar, there is an implied attraction between Ahsoka and another, albeit human, female named Kaden Larte. Initially, Kaden only knows her as Ashla and becomes a crucial ally in helping Ahsoka adapt to her new life in hiding. However, things take a tumultuous turn when Ahsoka reveals her true name and her past as a Jedi, leaving Kaden feeling, well, just a bit angry. After a kidnapping and a subsequent rescue, Kaden's feelings become as clear as the surface of Kamino's oceans. Unfortunately, the same can't be said about Ahsoka. According to writer E.K. Johnson, she intentionally left Ahsoka's sexuality undefined in the narrative, allowing readers the freedom to interpret it as they prefer without imposing a specific label. Ahsoka's feelings for Kaden supposedly extend beyond a platonic connection, but she struggles to communicate them because of her emotional suppression learned through her Jedi training.
I'm sorry, Master, but I'm not coming back.
Finally, while we're on the topic of Jedi training, did you know that there's also way more to Ahsoka's skill set than meets the eye? Before closing off the video, it's worth mentioning that Ahsoka has a preference for the Shi'an discipline, which proves super effective when combating adversaries armed with blasters. It should go without saying that this was highly useful to her during the Clone Wars. This particular form also offers the advantage of allowing the wielder to adeptly employ a reverse grip with the lightsaber. On the other hand, her master, Anakin Skywalker, favored the Gen So discipline, which is tailored for facing opponents in close quarters combat. So, are you all excited for the series? What storyline are you looking forward to seeing covered? And more importantly, what developments are you expecting with our girl Ahsoka? Feel free to drop a comment down below. If you're a fan of deep dives surrounding cult classic side characters, then you'd most likely enjoy the rest of our Curious Rhino episodes on comics, TV series, and more pop culture. Consider dropping a like and a sub, as every little bit counts. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again. Same channel, different time.